Hey dolls, it's me, JB. It is Friday and it is time for a coffee break. So today I'm going to be discussing something that happened a couple of weeks ago. Not really because of anything of how it made me feel, but it's just something that just seems so relevant right now. So a couple of weeks ago on one of my videos, I had my first ever troll who said a couple of things and just your regular, ordinary someone with nothing better to do on their hands but to find someone that they absolutely know absolutely nothing about and decide that they are going to give their opinions on that person. So, if you know me or if you've been watching my videos and you kind of get an idea of who I am as a person, I am a very confident woman. I don't get my validation from anyone outside of God. And so when I see people do stuff like this, the first thing is I get very sad for them. I get sad because it's like, what is going on with you that you feel that you need to open your big, unintelligent mouth to say something to someone that you know nothing about and think that they would actually really even care what your unintelligent self has to say. And so it just really just makes me sad to know, like, what is going on? What is so bad in your life that you would do that to someone else? And when I was thinking about this, it started to make me think about other women who are not as confident, or maybe they have a couple of confident issues where things like that would shake them. So I just wanted to really come on and talk about that and talk about just me and SPiCEbyJb in general. So just to let you know, if you don't already know, SPiCEbyJb stands for serving people in Christ every day. And that is something that I strive to do. I feel that I am called to women. And so with the industry that I work in, I'm a makeup artist and an esthetician. I spend a lot of time with women, and I wasn't always in this industry. I actually, before I went to school for accounting, but I had always felt called to women. And God used that calling and kind of got me on this little trail of like, this is where I want you to go, which made me come up. Well, actually, I guess really I did not come up with the name Spice. That actually came to me from God, but it was for something else. So this kind of thing came out of it, and Spice for me is the personality of my company, where I do the work that I do with women, makeup and facials and tannings and all those types of things. It's just the personality. So it's more really about what I want the company to look like personality wise. Like, if the company had a personality, which I guess it does, which is me, what that would be like. And with me, the most important things in my life is serving God and doing his will for his life, for doing his will for my life, and as much as I possibly can, pouring into women and making them feel good about themselves. Because there's so many people in this world that will tell you that you are not when you are. And so it's just trying to have that one extra person on your side to tell you that you are. Now, with all of that being said, I just really have an issue sometimes with people thinking that their idea or their version of beauty is the idea and version of beauty. And I just want to make it known to any woman who is watching this right now that, one, you are beautiful, and two, do not ever let anyone make you feel inferior without your consent. That is not from me. That is from Eleanor Roosevelt. She said that, and that is one of my most absolute favorite quotes. It's a quote that I carried with me a lot back in the day when I competed in pageants, when I was competing for Miss Texas USA. That was something that I wanted to do because I wanted the voice of positivity to be louder than anything else to me. And we are the ones that give other people that chance to make us feel inferior. They can't make us feel any way if we don't allow them to. So we have to make sure that our voice of who we are is louder than any other voice that can be heard. That way, when these little trolly people who have nothing better to do with their time come along, you are already confident in yourself, you have the self-esteem, and you have the wherewithal within yourself to just stand and be like, you know what, that ain't true. It's not. And I know that that's easier said than done. I mean, it's taken me years. And do I still have moments of where I'm like, there are moments. Now, fewer and far between. The older I get, the more you just kind of just not care what other people think, which I never really cared before, but now I care. Now when I would be like, and think about it for a minute, now I don't even think about it. I'm telling you, the only opinions really matter are yours and God's. And if God approves of you, and I can already tell you that he does, then you are good. And if you're that person that's watching this right now and you don't believe in God, just understand that you are who you want to be. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You are a person who is worth loving. And so don't let all these things come over. And with social media, it just makes it so much worse, because all these ignorant people and yes, I said ignorant. There's other words I could use, but I'm trying to be nice. All these ignorant people with their stupid opinions and of what you look like or what you dress like or what size you should be, decide that they should open their mouth because all of a sudden they have this confidence because they're behind this computer screen. And we have to get to the point where we are firm in ourselves, where when those little things happen, it doesn't budge you. It does not make you feel anything about it. And the reason I just really wanted to come on and do this video for my coffee break was because I know there's a lot of women who are going through something similar right now, where there is someone either in your life or on social media who are saying things about you that are not you. And you need to understand that no one can make you feel that way unless you allow them. So you put your hand up and you decide, you know what, that ain't who I am. And know who you are. And if you have to, write those things down that you are, so that when these little things come against you, you can say, nope, that ain't who I am. That's not my name, and you can't put it on me. And we have to get that way as women. And also as women, we also need to learn how more to lift each other up. I mean, in my case, it was a guy who was doing it. As well, I guess as far as I know, it was a guy that was doing it. Who knows? By the handle, seemed to be a guy, but it could have been a girl for all I know. Who knows? But anyway, you see women doing it to each other so much, and that even more just breaks my heart. These are our sisters, and we should be feeling them and uplifting them. And it just so many times it doesn't happen. And we need to stop understanding that our competition is not with that person. The only person that we can compete against is ourselves. The only person that we should be worried about are ourselves, making ourselves better. If you are so busy focused in on you and what you need to be doing, it won't matter what Betty Sue Bumpkin over there is doing. You are focused on you and the race that you have to run. So I am not going to get any more on my soapbox about this, as I can. As you can tell, it makes me a little bit feisty, more because my heart is for women, and not because that some stupid person can say something about me and shake me, because I know who I am. And I know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and I know that I am loved by God, and I know that I am beautiful. And I don't need anyone to tell me these things or to tell me otherwise. I know who I am, and I am firm in that. And I just want for any woman who doesn't feel firm in that to just know who you are and know how beautiful you are, and understand that that other person's opinion of what they think you aren't makes no difference. It makes no difference in the scheme of things. What do you know about yourself? What does God say about you? And hold on to those things. Hold on to them tight, because some days it will be easier than others. Some days the world will beat you up about who you are, but you have to stand firm. So I just wanted to go on a little bit and say all of this randomness stuff. Well, actually, it's not pretty random. Actually, I'm really on focus today with this. Mainly just because that came up, and I just really wanted to say something about it, because someone who maybe didn't have as much confidence as me would have been shaken or would have been, upset about statements that were being made. But the thing of the matter is, I just really felt sad for that person. And to be perfectly honest, to you know, the fact that you feel that that's okay and it's not okay. And if you are someone out there who has done that to someone, understand that that's not okay. And if you are a person who that is being done to, understand that that's not okay and that is not who you are. So I hope that you have enjoyed this week's coffee break. Next week, well, I'm not going to promise that it's going to be more cheerful because if something else happens, I may have to address it. But I usually like to do happy, peppy things. And, but I did want to go on here because I really wanted, I want for anything that I do with my work and with my channel to be positive and to be uplifting to women, because we have enough people who are going to bat us down. And I am on the side of women being whatever it is that they want to be and having that confidence in themselves and being able to just do the things that they want to do and just feel good about being in their own skin. So if you like this video, I feel strange saying this after this, but if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe down. I think I watched too many YouTube videos because I think we all do this. Hit that button down there. Do all the things. Feel free to leave a comment. Understand, if you leave an ugly comment, I will just delete it because ain't nobody got time for that. So I hope you all had a wonderful week. And until next time, stay gorgeous.